Guys, welcome to my new home. This is going to be it for the next 30 days. Day one of the challenge, guys. As you can see, I'm set up. I've got all my guides and everything. Got the rail behind me, ready to do the putts in between the sessions. Give me a bit of a breather. So you can see I've got a drill stick out with a basket. Basically, I'm going to use that for the next 2 days till I have a lesson with Matt on Wednesday, see if he still thinks that's a good idea. Basically, it's going to stop me coming from the inside. Club's going to have to come over plane, which means it directly links with swing path, which means I'm going to be coming more out to in. Now, it's a bit exaggerated, but honestly, I feel that I need to go the other way to then neutralise. So when I try and hit a ball freely and naturally, it should feel that I'm actually coming across it a bit more without having to think about it. So it's a bit exaggerated, but that's what I'm going to work on tonight. I'm going to hit the wedges, short irons, long irons and the woods, all with this. If I find anything interesting to tell you, then I will obviously record it. So let's get in. Okay, finishing up for day one. Phone's about to die, so it's going to be quite difficult for me to record the rest. Got 20 drives left, and then obviously my 50 putts. Hopefully I can beat the 27 I had earlier. Felt, especially with the alignment pole in my backswing, felt like I was coming across the ball a lot. But with the driver there, really hard to try and keep tall in my backswing. You can see how much of a bad habit I've had where I've dipped like my left shoulder on the backswing. But you can see in the last drive there especially, get to the top of the backswing, got so much room to work with. Basically I just unwind and unload and I've absolutely melted it with a bit of left to right fade, which was perfect. So going to work that on the next couple of days. I'm going to sum it up there. Day two of the grind, guys. Back on the range, bit colder today, hence the old bobbly hat. Got a cup of coffee as well, keep me warm. Got the alignment stick out again, work on that again today. I'm not going to show a vlog every day because I think it'd be boring, so I'll just show a montage, I think. Right, let's see how we go. So end of day two, really good, felt a bit of progress being made. Doesn't feel like I'm slicing as much anymore, feels a lot more natural, a lot more comfortable. Swing thought today that I found, especially with the driver, really trying to tense my bum, get the glutes active, hammies active, because it just keeps everything lower still, which keeps my head stiller, which means it feels like from the top I can just unwind, really get a nice middle shot, hit some really nice drives there. So that was really good. So end of day two, pretty happy. Lesson tomorrow, which should be very interesting. See if it gives me anything new to work on. And yeah, end of day two, not bad. Day three, guys, had a lesson this week with Matt. So the alignment pole is going. We're deconstructing the swing, so we're like cocking the wrists early, then just rotating by the hips, and that is in aid of allowing my hands to follow through at impact without my hips getting in the way, because that's why I've been pushing a lot of the shots right, and that's why the club face has been so open at impact. So really grateful that he showed me that, because now at least I've got something I definitely know that I need to be working on. And then I've got another drill which is basically setting up at impact and hitting almost like 3/4 shots from there, just to really ingrain what I should be feeling when I'm hitting the ball. So that's really good, something constructive to now be working on, and that's what I'm going to be doing tonight, all 200 odd balls, and of course not forgetting the 100 odd putts. Okay guys, so this is the first drill that Matt showed me, cocking the wrist early, getting it set, and then I'm going to go finish my swing by rotating that right hip externally. That's going to finish my swing. It's going to make my swing a lot shorter but a lot more efficient. My smash factor should go through the roof. Feels a bit clunky at the moment, but I think with a bit of practice it will definitely help. So you can see me again here, cocking the wrist early and then again going to that second stage of the swing. Great time of year to be doing this technical work. Obviously midsummer would not be, but at least I've got something now that I can definitely be working on. Okay, and this is the second drill that Matt devised for me. So it's setting up neutral to the ball, but then opening my shoulder and my left hip so I recreate what impact position should feel like. And you can see the way my hands have now got room to move past that hip. And it's hitting 3/4 swings from there, and just ingraining what my impact position should feel like, rather than that right hand and forearm getting caught behind the right hip. And that's what's caused those massive blocks, or me having to flick the club head over and hitting those duck hooks. So it's a useful drill. I'm going to keep using that as well, and hopefully it should make a bit of a difference towards the end of this challenge. Day 4 guys, and I need a haircut because it's getting out of control. But on a side note, just finished work, absolutely knackered. Been full on today, Black Friday tomorrow, so we're trying to get the shop ready. So a lot of just getting those stuff out, signage, taking ages all day. So to be honest, if I didn't have this challenge, I'd be on my way home right now. But I do have this challenge. So again, working on what I did yesterday. Deconstructing the swing, making sure that I'm getting my hands through before my hips, trying to make sure that I'm getting a decent contact with the ball, and also making sure the club face is closed rather than massively open, which causes that push slice. So that's what I'll be doing today. Also do the putts as well. Gym after this, then I'll probably end up collapsing. Right guys. Okay guys, interestingly, when I was playing about with the like impact position and then winding into my swing drill that Matt gave me, when I was doing it with my forearm, I hit this really low, punchy, almost like stinger with the forearm. Club face is quite close, so I'm going to try and show you guys. You probably won't actually see where the ball's actually going, but it feels really comfortable. Like if I've got, say it's really windy, playing like a links course for example, I've got just need to get down the fairway or get down near the green, 180 yards, something like that. It's almost like a half shot, but so low, but also feel like I can really control it, which is quite cool. So I think that's something I'm definitely going to start practicing, just mix it up a bit, because I think it'd be really useful to have that shot in the bag. So that's quite cool. Right, onto the woods and then gym time. Cool. Right, day 4 over. progress has been made. Feeling quite good. Driver's definitely working a bit better. Now I've got that more room to work in. Not 100%, definitely nowhere near, but it's encouraging signs. So I'm glad I stuck out. I'm glad I came and hit those balls because I feel a lot more confident. So yeah, that's all good. Looking forward to tomorrow. I've got the afternoon off, so don't necessarily have to be here that late. Get a bit of practice in the short game as well. So yeah, all good. Right, see you later. Day 5, guys, and don't panic, we haven't hit the summer. I'm actually doing this on my day off. It's 11 o'clock, just finished teaching this morning, so actually going to hit some balls in the daylight, which feels amazing, and then go and do some short game, and then go and play some golf. So thought I'd start the challenge out first, work on the same stuff that I've been working on with Matt, and yeah, starting to make some progress. So it'd be nice to actually see the ball in the daylight, which would be brilliant, and I'm sure that will help. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay guys, day 6 and 7, because unfortunately day 6 didn't actually happen. After day 5 I got an invite to go racing, took it up, went, had a really good time. Needless to say, the only time I could have practiced on the Saturday would have been at 5:30 in the morning before my junior coaching, which I was planning on doing, but I wasn't in much of a state of doing that after the Friday night. So let myself down, my family down, my friends down. But no regrets, it was really good fun. Yesterday again I was at the Hennessy because I live at the race course, so that was again a really good day. I had a really good laugh with my mates, but I didn't hit any balls. So I'm now here before work. It's now Sunday, I've got work 12 o'clock, I'm going to hit 200 balls, go do the 100 putts in the shop whilst I'm working, so don't tell anyone. And then afterwards I'm going to do the review, hit another 200 balls, and then do the 10 wedge shots, short irons, long irons and drivers, and then I'll compare them to what it was like at the start of the week, and hopefully we can see some signs of improvement, hopefully a bit more consistency. I feel like I'm hitting it a lot better now, because I have put a lot of work in this week, which I'm really happy with. So yeah, so I'm going to hit 200 balls now before work, and yeah, I'll see you later this evening, and hopefully I'll post this video tonight if I can get around to it. Guys, finished work, ready to finish the challenge for the week, which I'm really looking forward to. See if I've made any progress. I definitely think I have, because just the way I've been hitting it towards the end of the week, which is really good. So got the flight scope set up, got the balls ready, and then at the end of these 200 balls I'm going to probably hit 5 shots, because I think 10's too much. So 5 shots with a wedge, 9 iron, 5 iron and a driver, and then we can have a look where my dispersion is, am I middling at it, what shot shape am I playing, all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, let's get straight into it, and then we will recap for the week. Okay, so we start straight with the wedges, and what you'll notice from a lot of these shots now is that we're getting a bit more left to right curvature, which means that the swing path has definitely changed, and also my club face is now a lot more shut to the target, or at the target, which actually means that a lot of these shots that I'm hitting, the dispersion's a lot better. So my bad shot's not as bad anymore. I'm clearing that hip a lot better now. Matt gave me those drills, which is really good. And I'm not getting a massive block or that snap hook left shot, which was definitely hurting me before. So I mean, even under the pressure, obviously I wanted to do quite well. These shots went pretty much to plan. The dispersion that I had with them, they're all pretty much within about 10 feet of each other, which the flight scope showed, which is really good. And getting about 110 yards with my 50-degree wedge, which is probably just about right. So with the 50-degree wedge, I was pretty happy. And going forward, I think I just got to keep practicing the same things, using a few different wedges and maybe some half shots just to give a bit more variety. And then obviously now we go into the 9-iron. Now the stats for the 9-iron were a bit strange. Like, they all started online, which is really good, but the distances range from about 110 yards to about 160, and I think that's probably to do more with the range balls, and the flight scope not really picking it up as well in night time. If that has any difference, probably not. So even though they all started on targets, my shortest one was like 114 yards and my longest one was 160, and I hit them all pretty well, all pretty consistent. So again, I'm taking away from that, actually the swing path and the club face is a lot better, which is great, and I think I just got to keep plugging on with it, because those bad shots aren't as apparent. I did hit a bad shot. I think I pulled one left quite a bit, but nowhere near as bad as it used to be. So really positive stuff to take away from this. Going forward, obviously a bit more work is needed to be done, but in terms of week one, the amount of practice and balls that I've actually hit, I'm really happy with the progress that we've made. Now, unfortunately, you won't see me hit the 5-iron and driver because someone phoned me halfway through, so that's lesson learnt. Aeroplane mode will definitely be used in the future, but you just have to believe me. I'll show you the stats in the next video of my 5-iron and driver, and yeah, all in all, pretty good. So there you have it, guys. Week one completed. Now, you won't actually see me hit my 5-iron and driver because someone phoned me halfway through, which I'm gutted about. So it stopped recording, which means you only saw me hit my wedges and my 9-iron. So hope you trust me. The numbers were so much better. The 9-iron was a bit iffy in terms of like distance. I don't know. I didn't particularly hit them any different, so I don't know why they're so wide. But in terms of looking at the stats, into like swing plane and club face is so much better. They're pretty much all online. Drivers, you can see, still needs work, a bit erratic, but definitely a step forward, which is really good. I'm really happy with it. So I think that's the best start I could have had for week one. 1,400 balls hit, only 600 putts. I'm knackered. I can't be particularly bothered to now do another 100 putts on the rail. I know, I'm rubbish. But yeah, really good week. Everything seems to be going in the right direction. Big thanks to Matt for giving me that lesson on Wednesday, because I think that's made a big difference to my swing. And the changes that we've made have definitely given a positive result. So really happy with that. Sorry you couldn't see my 5-iron and my driver, but obviously you've seen it the previous day, so you know what it's like. Guys, thank you for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And as always, please subscribe. I'll be doing week 2 next week, and hopefully it'll go just as well as this one. Right, see you later.